Hey everyone, this is Erica Sabo. Welcome back. So today I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. There's been some really amazing news, a lot of really cool things that have been happening. So first off, I wanted to start with a new partnership I started with a really popular YouTube network called Fullscreen. Now, after everything that happened with Geek and Sundry and that I didn't get into round 2, I was super bummed, and I really want to push myself further and try and get as much exposure as possible, right? So I went and I looked at networks, and usually these networks require many subscribers. They usually require a lot of work, and I think that my channel has some potential in that. It's still growing, obviously, but it definitely has potential. So I applied to one of the biggest, called Fullscreen. Now Fullscreen covers huge personalities, and they cover smaller personalities too. They also accept people who have a lot of potential, who might be able to grow further. So I applied, and the next day, I made it. So in this network, they help you with advertising and they help build your exposure. So far my experience has been really good. It hasn't been a lot of time. I'm probably going to do another reflection on this a month from now just to see how things are going. I do have my own personal dashboard where I can see very detailed analytics and how I'm doing and what my net revenue is as well. There is a much more competitive rate in terms of clicks, so that's pretty exciting. I definitely encourage you to apply. Why not, right? Why not? Why not give it a shot? If you think your channel has potential, then why not go for it? It's something I wasn't expecting, and it just kind of happened, right? So I definitely want to thank Fullscreen for giving me this opportunity. So aside from that, I also have a really amazing feature that my new friend Scott wrote. His name is Patterson. He and I just randomly met on Twitter, just like everybody else I meet, and he really liked my videos. He really liked my positive attitude and my blog posts, and he wanted to feature me on his series. It's Women of Gaming. Now, in this series are some amazing women, really inspirational, whether they're competitive gamers, they're bloggers, or whatever, as long as they are like enthusiasts and genuinely passionate about what they do and trying to present a positive image. Now that's kind of what I stand for, right? Like through the ups and downs, and there's been a lot of both, I've always tried to persevere. I've always tried to stay determined and keep doing what I love and keep I don't know, just keep the passion alive more than anything else. And he really encapsulated that in his piece, and I really appreciate that from Scott. He's a really popular and well-known game personality here in the community, and he loves featuring other people in the community. He's been really great, and so I do want to give him a big thank you. So thank you so much. He's introduced me to a lot of people too. I was actually just talking to some of the lovely ladies who were part of the series yesterday on Twitter. We were doing like a tweet overload. It was nuts, but it was so amazing because growing up I didn't really get to talk or be friends with very many girls who liked the kinds of things that I did. And in a lot of ways I changed myself because of it, or I just didn't talk about that side of me, and I would go home after school and I would just play a video game, right? And it was fine, you know, kind of setting that aside and, I don't know, almost having another side to my life, maybe almost a double life in a way. But it's a lot better being able to be totally open, just be who I am right now in the present. I do that avidly, you know. There's a lot of interests I have that I make known. Regardless of what it is. It doesn't even have to correlate with gaming. It can correlate with other things that I'm really passionate about too. And why not, right? I don't like having masks. I don't like changing who I am for certain people. I want people to know who I am fully as a person. And I think that Scott really understands that And I think that the girls I was talking to yesterday really understand that, and they're just themselves more than anything. They're just happy to be who they are. So this video is actually more of just an update on some of the cool things that have happened. So not too much in terms of content necessarily, but definitely an update I needed to make. Lately, I've been pretty down, like I said, about the Geek and Sundry vlogger search. I was really bummed I didn't make it further, but you know what? That kind of stuff happens and you move on, right? You move on. I know some people who are really disgruntled about it, but you can't let that happen. You just gotta move on and just keep pursuing more of what you love in whatever way you possibly can, right? So that's the wonderful thing about this industry and about life. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be leaving my referral code for Fullscreen for you if you are interested in joining up, if you're interested in seeing if you can become part of this very cool network so far. But yeah, so I hope to hear from you. Please leave your comments below, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon, okay? Alright, peace.